Anyway, but we came online 5 years ago, and we do both short and long form. Today we're doing two long form pieces going about 30 to 40 minutes each. I'll tell you all about those in just a second, but I think we better meet that cast right now. Starting with Elizabeth. This is her first show. She's in Toronto.
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here, and I think you guys will enjoy the show.
And G, he's in
Hi,
prison.
everyone.
I'm just
I
kidding,
am.
G. You're not in prison, of course.
They kindly allowed me to do this live stream, so thank you very much for watching.
Madeline from Colorado.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for spending your night with us.
Lindsay, Orange County.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining.
Bobby, Hollyweird.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Roberta, Brooklyn, Bronx, I believe. Yes.
Brooklyn, New York.
All right.
Enjoy the show.
And Aberney, give us your location.
Auburn, San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas. What a wide range of cast characters. Speaking of that, why don't you go get into character, and I'll tell everybody what we're playing, okay? Okay. So the first game is Bed and Breakfast. I'm the host of the Bed and Breakfast. I have my daughter who's moved back in after college to help with the Bed and Breakfast. We're out here in the Southern California hills. Have a beautiful place. Let me see if I can show it to you. Oh, no, she's not ready. I can't know. I just got a word from our production team that, are we ready now? Okay, there it is. There's my lovely house. You can see there's a pool out there and a fireplace and little Conchita and, casita, yes. And we have the beautiful view, and oh, it's unbelievable. We have upstairs, you can see the stairs going up, so they have better views of all of the cities out here in Southern California. We have walking trails below us and all sorts of fun stuff here. But we have a family that came in, the first family. They came in from, I believe, the Texas area. And then family number two, they're more from the East Coast area. I think the New York area, if I'm correct. So we have these two families who want to come out to, get in the warm weather because it's kind of cold where they are. And they want to say, hey, let's get out here and get some warm weather in Southern California. So let's bring in everybody right now. Okay, welcome to my house. As you can see, the house here is very expansive. You all got wings on each side with your own separate patios and bathrooms and all that. So I know we have our first family from Texas. That is Abernay, G, and Lindsay. So welcome to our lovely abode. And the family member two, we have Roberta, who's Bobby's aunt, and her daughter Elizabeth. Welcome to our lovely place here. And then, of course, my daughter Madeline. A little bit about Madeline and myself. We've lived in this house now for about 24 years. So Madeline was actually born in this house. Her mother went to a trip in Europe and then went into Eastern Europe, and we've lost contact with her. That was about 3 years ago. So I didn't want to bring that up, but Madeline sometimes does get a little emotional about that. So thank you for coming back, though, Madeline. She came back. She's now 23 herself. She graduated last year, and she put off her PhD master's program in psychology to actually come back and help me run the Bed and Breakfast and all that, knowing that, I lost my wife 3 years ago and she lost her mother. We're still hoping that, she's still alive somewhere. We just don't know what happened to her. So I just wanted to get that out just so everybody knows. Now, I know that just from Abernay, you called me and said you want to get out of Texas right now because it was getting a little cold. And you said this is, the spring break for your daughter, Lindsay. You did say Lindsay's also a senior in high school, and she's looking forward to her prom and all sorts of good stuff. But you said something about you didn't like her boyfriend to me. So that's why I have Madeline here. Is actually she's into psychology. She might be able to help out when the kids meet. because everybody's got emotional relationship problems. And I just want you to know we're here to support you, Lindsay. I don't know what's going on with you and your boyfriend, but I know that you were supposed to have this weekend with him. I guess there was some sort of school event, and Renee said you're not going to see him, and they quickly made the reservation here. And G, I know that you're I see that you dress. I don't know if you're a club dancer or something like that. Is that what you do in Texas?
Yes, yes. Motorcycle club, and kind of when they have some of the pinup burlesque stuff, I double as that. So I ride and I ride.
Okay, perfect. Okay, all right. Well, it's great to have all three of you here, and we'll be meeting with you and my daughter shortly. Roberta, I just want to say I'm very happy that you called and said, you want to take Bobby and your daughter away. I know that Bobby is going to be going away to college next year. He took the year off, and he's apparently very depressed about his mother leaving him with you. And the mother has left with one of Bobby's friends, a year older, and apparently they ran away together. So I know he was 18 legal, and I don't know how long that was going on, Bobby. I'm sorry to hear that. Elizabeth, I understand you're like a bookworm, and we have lots of books here for you, and I know that sometimes you don't like people to get in your personal space, and apparently, well, I don't want to say this, but your mom, Roberta, said you kind of act like you're a know-it-all, like you know everything, okay? And you're like 16. So I just, I have to get a little bit of this out in the open because, if we don't talk about this, then someone might be offended at the house. So now we kind of know a little bit about each other. We're going to have some special time together. Okay, so the book you have now, what is the book you have now? What is it?
It's all about Harry Styles, and
I see.
I know everything there is to know about him. And I really was hoping that, I heard a rumor that he might be here, and I was hoping that maybe I could meet him.
Okay, well, he's out here in Hollywood. I know you're 16 and you're boy crazy now, according to Roberta, your mom, but apparently, she won't let you out of the house. Okay, so let's just do this. If family number one could stay here with me and my daughter. Family two, you can go check out your room. Okay, I want to let Madeline talk a little bit about some of the stuff you might have here, at the house. And you're going to get a time, I believe, if I'm looking here, you're going to get a time to talk with Lindsay as well, Madeline, okay? And there'll be adult time as well. Madeline, go ahead. I'm going to stay with you guys.
Well, so as you can see, we tried to make the environment as comfortable as possible for you. We do know, obviously, that there's a lot of dynamics, there's a lot of new environments, but we tried to give you as much natural sunlight as possible, try and make it as comfy and cozy. Now, I will be opening myself up to individual or group sessions with you, but we wanted to be able to make sure that you knew that this was a safe space and that you can come to us with any concerns that you have. But overall, please just know that we're grateful for you and we're so happy to have you.
Yeah, I just want to brag about my daughter. She set up a little therapy room. We got all these extra rooms, and it was basically a storage room. So she turned it into her little clinical room where she's got a little couch you can lay down on. And I actually go in and talk to her. It's very, because we have to work out the thing with mom. Okay, so any questions any of you guys have about any activities you might have here that you might want to do? Because we've got video rooms, we've got pool tables, ping pong, stuff in the garden.
This is prison. I'm in prison right now.
It's not prison, baby.
Lindsay, it's not that big of a deal, honey. Okay. I think you're a little over dramatic right now.
Okay, well, you said you don't like my boyfriend to a complete stranger. The only reason why you don't like my boyfriend is because he reminds you of dad. And for some reason, that's a bad thing. I'm not sure why, but
No, honey. I said I didn't like your boyfriend because he told us at the dinner table that you two do anal.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's
That
a
was
little too much.
already, that was on my Facebook profile. Everybody knows that.
And we respect anal. It was
We
just
respect it.
we weren't convinced that the proper precautions were taking place. I had to give the young gentleman a lesson. He's actually part of the club. He's seen me dance. You know, part of the problem is that he's a young stud in the club, and that's why Lindsay is now dressed in all black. She's trying to be part of it, and that's fine. But she now thinks that she can be a better dancer than me, which, you know,
That's going to be really hard to prove, honey. Your father's been
Yeah.
doing this for decades.
Well,
Okay,
why don't you dance, Mom? Because you can't? Is that why?
No, honey, because I took the time off to raise you. I'm going to go back to it.
Well, maybe you wouldn't have had me if you did more anal.
Oh my God.
no, that's the exact opposite of what we should have done.
The exact opposite, yeah.
Okay. When you meet the other adults, you guys are going to not talk about anal, are you? Because that might be a little too much for them to.
No.
And plus, they've got my daughter's 23, but the little girl, she's 16. We don't want to be talking
Right.
Oh, of course
about
not.
anal.
Yeah, of course.
My parents started talking to me about it when I was like 10.
We
Oh my
respect
God.
everyone's choice not to do anal.
Right. And I love how respectful we're being about everyone's choices and how respectful we're being towards anal. But I think, I would love to encourage more of this open conversation as we go forward.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
we're
I'll
super
tell you what. I don't hope I'm around during those conversations. I'll be probably outside, getting to know myself or something. But I don't know if I really want to hear your whole anal. I didn't realize you're the anal family. No one told me that. That's beyond
Get
my
to know
purview.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can get to know yourself
No,
too.
I
I
don't.
do that all
Yeah.
the time.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe just
Uh,
earmuffs, Dad.
Yeah. But if you want, we can arrange for we have a kind of a guy who comes around every once in a while. He can maybe set up a pole in the backyard for you to do your dances, G. Okay.
Oh, that would
Out
be
there by the
great,
pool.
honey.
This is
Yeah.
exactly like prison.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, family number one. You'll be meeting with some of the other people. I hope you have a good day here. Stay with me, honey, Madeline. Okay. Thank you, Ebony. Thank you. Yeah, Ebony's needs to. Yeah, you need to go now. Thank you very much. Okay. What the hell's going on with that family?
There is a lot of rifts in that family. I feel like a lot of distrust, Dad.
Yeah. I mean, they must have an open marriage, too. I mean, he said something about getting on with the dude at the club, I guess.
It feels like when you're used to that lifestyle, it's kind of like anything goes. So it doesn't really surprise me that Lindsay's experimenting, and I wouldn't really be surprised if there's a lot more going on.
No, at least she's 18. I'm not going to deal with that because we just have to stay away from Elizabeth. I don't want anything to happen to her. Okay, so now, were you worried when I brought up the fact about Mom? We don't know where she is. We think she might have been kidnapped by an Eastern European.
Well, yeah, I mean, it makes me uncomfortable. I don't even tell my friends that. I try and keep a very calm demeanor, but it's kind of ruining my business model, you bringing it up, Dad. But
Sorry, okay.
I do think it will be a good bonding tool as I work with some of the younger people here.
Okay, well, you're going to meet with them. Let's bring family 2 in. Let's see if we can talk to them. Okay, it's great. So you guys are from the East Coast. It's wonderful. So I'm going to let my daughter Madeline tell you a little bit about the house. And, she has got a private therapy room if anybody wants to talk with her too.
Yep, a private therapy room. It's only really been used a couple of times. Once for my dad because he was stressed, and then we've really been specializing in some of that Freudian, Oedipus kind of stuff. So that's been really fun. I'm just, practicing for grad school, but the house is open and welcoming, so don't let that scare you. And just try and make yourselves as comfy as possible.
Do anybody have any questions or any concerns?
Well, I just want to make sure that my dear daughter, we're from the Hamptons. And I
Okay.
keep telling her to get more involved in social activities,
Uh,
dress
Mom,
nicer.
I'm part of a Taylor Swift fan club and a Harry Styles fan club and an Aubrey Plaza fan club and a One Direction fan club. I mean, I have lots of friends. It's virtual, but I think that I am being very social. Don't you?
See, this is Madeline. Maybe you can talk to her. She's convinced that when she's 18, she's marrying Harry Styles.
Oh, I already know. I planned it.
Oh,
Our colors are going to be blue and pink.
Okay. Well, I think that we all have dreams, which is great. I dreamt of being a psychiatrist, maybe not living with my family at this age, dating someone, yet to date anyone. But, I just want you to be realistic, Elizabeth. I want you to have those dreams, but know that they might get crushed and be okay with that.
I do have a few plan B's and C's. I mean, if Harry's not available, then maybe Aubrey is or Taylor. I mean, I know Travis is in the picture, but I have some plans.
I won't even get started on Bobby, the poor thing. I cannot say, I can't even go there because what happened to the poor child, my sister, running away with his best friend.
Yeah, that's a little weird. How do you feel about that, Bobby?
He's done. He's lost. Poor thing.
I'm in hell right now. I don't want to be here. Yeah, my mom ran away with my best friend, which is weird all around. Seems like it's very weird. I don't want to be here. Sorry, Aunt Roberta, but you're not mom. That's all I gotta say. You're not mom.
Thank God. Thank God.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God you're not my mom.
I'm sorry. My sister was running around all over the Lower East Side. My sister was doing things that we just don't talk about in the Hamptons, okay? We just don't talk about
Mom, I think you're doing a great job. Bobby, you need to just be more thankful of everything that Mom and I have done for you. Honestly.
Thank you, dear.
All you've done is given me Harry Styles facts, and I don't want to hear about him anymore.
I mean, everybody wants to hear about him, Bobby. I don't know what you're talking about.
Bobby, be polite now to your she's now your half sister. It doesn't matter that she has an entire wall of Harry Styles. We respect that, right, Madeline?
We do. We are very respectful in this household, and I would try to offer some comfort, Bobby. I know that this is not home, and it feels like there's a lot going on. I too am motherless, so I understand the deep ache, but I would also encourage you to try and socialize with other people. I'm here, and we do actually have another young resident who isn't super fond of things right now, but I think you two will really get along.
Okay. I'm gonna need to talk to my daughter for a second. If you guys can go check your room out, thanks a lot. Okay, thank you. Okay, the motherless thing, it's bringing everybody down. I brought it up at the beginning. Just now, you're going to start doing this and doing that, and then the whole thing that you talked about. You can't get a guy. You were going to get married, and then Mom disappeared, and that freaked that dude out, and because you had to tell him because she couldn't be at the wedding. And now you're afraid to talk to anybody because you're going to bring up Mom.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's not my fault that I come from a history of vanishing women, and that was a frightening thing. But you know what? I don't know if you know, in therapy, you're supposed to try and bond with your clients. So I thought a little self-disclosure, maybe it went a little crazy, but I thought that it was nice.
What do you mean by the vanishing woman comment?
I mean, well, that Mom's been missing for a period of time, and then Grandma was missing right before she went married, and then her sister went missing, but they never found her. So it's just I could understand why the thing with Mom and the potential for that to happen to me would scare someone.
Yeah. Okay, just watch what you talk about, okay? All right. All the adults could get together. I'm going to go have a high tea.
Roberta, hi.
there. Hi.
Hi, you guys are from the Hamptons, correct?
Yes, we are. We are from Sag Harbor. Are you familiar with that?
No, never heard of it. I'm sorry.
Oh, but your outfit would be beautiful in one of the clubs.
Oh, you think so?
I
Because
do.
I actually have something like you. I do. It's like that, but it's like a furry fish net, and they love it in our club.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just lovely. And where is your wife?
I don't know. She's a little tired out. We had to christen the bedroom, if you know what I mean. Oh, is she? Hey, baby.
Hi there.
Feeling good now?
I can't hear you.
I feel a lot better. Thank you.
Good. Well, you're hydrating. That's the important thing.
Oh,
Always, honey.
nice to meet you. How are you?
Hi. You're Roberta.
Yes, I have my daughter who is a little quiet. She reads and she's in love with Harry Styles. And then my dear nephew that I have kind of adopted. My sister ran off with his best friend.
Yeah, what happened there?
Wait, how old is he and how old is the best friend?
He's just a child. I mean, barely over 18, 19. My sister is a little, shall we say, not right in the head. So I'm taking care of him. He's a very angry boy, so.
Well, what's she look like? Because we actually get a lot of runaways in the club. They just kind of show up, they drift in, and I'm talking about generations, older, younger, lot of women that come in.
You mean a lot of people try to escape.
Yeah, their families think they're missing. They don't say anything, and they just come in. They have a good time. They put dollars in my stuff, and then they're gone.
Well, he's got great stuff.
Really? Well, that's very interesting.
Yes.
So if ever you would like to see his stuff, that's totally fine with me.
Oh. Oh, so the two of you have an open relationship?
Yeah, it's very performance based. I have something where it's like I have a Harley, but there's a dildo on the seat, and I do kind of a dance around that.
That's my favorite.
Maybe you do you have your child with you? You have a child with you?
Yeah, she tries
on the seat.
Well, maybe you can introduce your daughter to my dear nephew because he's very depressed.
That might not be bad. We don't like the boyfriend so much.
Yeah. Okay, if all the kids could get together in the family room area, all kids, including my daughter.
Elizabeth, how have you been liking it so far?
Oh my gosh, I think it's just so beautiful. I think that this would be like exactly something that Harry would love. Mm-hmm. I can picture our wedding being here.
Oh,
yeah.
Perfect.
I mean, I can picture like the balloons and the streamers, and it's just so beautiful.
Please stop with Harry Styles. I don't care what he ate for breakfast. I don't care what his favorite ice cream is. I don't care.
Do you own a dog?
Do I? So I'm sorry, Lindsay. What'd you say?
Is there a dog on the premise? Because I was out vaping by the shed, and I found this dog bone. So if you have a dog, they need it back.
Oh my god, I love dogs. Ew. Fun fact: so does Harry.
Oh, we had talked about a therapy dog, but that's kind of funny. We don't have a dog at the moment.
You have vape on you?
Huh.
Yeah.
Bobby, that's not very good. No. Bobby, you need to get that. Remember what Mom told you. That's a bad habit to be starting.
Oh my god, there's worse habits.
Mom is going... Oh, your mom. Your mom. Yeah, not my mom.
Yeah, she's your mom too. You better act like it. Where is your mom gone, last I heard?
Oh, look, I think mothers are a very sensitive subject right now, and I think that we should really focus more on like our bonding. Lindsay, Bobby, have you been able to meet, perhaps strike up a friendship, commiserate, whatever it is that you all are doing?
Well, Bobby, I mean, do you want to leave now? We can go hang out by the bed, vape, I don't know, do some
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
such a good idea, guys. We have to follow by the rules. Madeline, aren't there rules against vaping here?
I mean, I feel like if it
God,
gives
what a
you
narc. My God.
I know, Harry style narc. That's what she is.
God.
I think that's quite rude. You know how that makes me feel when you call me those names.
I think that maybe some activity time would be good. I think that Lindsay, Bobby, go take a walk. Maybe don't pick up any more bones if you see them. That is kind of weird that they were here. And maybe Elizabeth, maybe go like talk over your emotions with your fake friends online.
They are very much real friends, but thank you, Madeline. I think that's exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay, G, could you come back into my living room for a second?
Mr. Scove?
Yeah, okay, so, G.
Mm-hmm.
You can call me Kent. We know each other quite well, don't we, G? You're the one who told me about my wife going into your club, pretending like she ran away to Eastern Europe, and you were able to find, when she passed out, you called me thinking that, I was going to come down and get her, and then the arrangement was that you were going to, when you realized she passed out, she actually died, and now I find out you buried her in my backyard. And I also said that, your father, I know he was in the same business. We had grandma. We've got a bunch of them missing now. That's 3 ladies. And you told me you were going to come here and just look over if you can get rid of Madeline.
It's not that I want to get rid of her.
No, I want to get rid of her. She's my daughter. I don't want her. I want to sell this place, or
Here's the thing, Mr. Scove. We are in a very, very intense criminal organization, and so the thing I want you to understand is that the price is not low. Now, especially if you want us to show her a good time. If you want her to die happy, that's extra, because that's more substances I have to use. I have to do more workouts so that I'm in shape to dance. So do you want a basic package, or do you want me to listen to her psychopath?
I'm going to have you meet with her, and then maybe you can get her to come down to the club. And then you can figure out what you want to do. Just don't bury her in my backyard. I've already got Mom in the backyard. Somebody's already found a bone.
I figured you would have wanted her close to home. The question is, do you want her killed in this state or not?
I'm going to let you take care of that. I don't want to know the details, so I don't.
Because it's extra gas if you want.
I'll pay for whatever you need, okay?
Okay.
I'll have you meet with her second. I'm going to have your wife and Roberta meet. We have to see if they know anything. I'll talk to you later.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Abrini. Oh, Abrini, I have to tell you, I went into the cupboard and I opened some wine, because I do love my white wine in the afternoon.
I love my drinks too.
I tripped. I fell over some weird bone. I had a weird bone.
Like what kind of weird bone?
No, I hurt my leg and I thought, oh, I drank too much wine. But I looked and it's like this weird long bone. Like it's not a dog bone. It's like a weird long bone.
That's kind of crazy.
Where
where did you trip over this bone? Just for factual evidence and information.
Okay, so I had the wine in the kitchen because I do not want my dear daughter, to know that I do dabble in some wine. I'm trying to get her over her Harry Styles obsession. She's convinced she's marrying him. So I took it out to the backyard. I hid. And I was
you took it, like you picked it up and you took it yourself.
I took the white wine out in the backyard.
Oh, and the white wine. I was talking about the bone.
No, I tripped over the bone.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
In the backyard.
Did you touch it?
No, I tripped on it, and then I looked at it and I went, oh, because I don't want to touch anything here.
Maybe it was just a turkey bone. Those are really big. Have you ever had a turkey leg?
This big, Aubrey.
Yeah, I've had some really big ones at the fair. They're really big. So they're like as big as this can, and I'm almost done with this one.
Oh, so you drink too, but we can't tell my dear daughter or Bobby.
Okay,
But
Bobby and Lindsay, I see you're meeting now outside the barn.
So when we were boning just 30 minutes ago, I
Yeah.
found these ones too. What do you think these are?
Oh, those are weird. Those must be for like a little dog, maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like they say no pets, but like they're such
Yeah.
liars.
They're just. Oh God! And the guy's daughter.
But
Like-
what a freak. Like,
Yeah.
she's probably murdering people. Like, she would be the type to murder somebody. Like,
She would. She scares me.
right? My dad, like, he's like a fly. Like, he wouldn't even hurt one of those.
No.
What is it saying? Like, you wouldn't hurt a fly, or
Yeah.
a fly wouldn't hurt him. I don't know. But like something fly. Anyway, he like dances at the club. I think he has some like, I don't know, pent up anger somewhere, and I think dancing helps him, like, because he always comes home all sweaty,
Oh.
like out of breath. He gets bloody noses apparently a lot at the club. Like,
That's
he becomes a bloody, sweaty. I don't know, but reeking of like cleaner. I don't know.
G and Madeline, go ahead and meet in the garden room.
Hi, Madeline.
Hi, G. I'm so happy that you wanted to meet.
Yes, I understand that you study psychology.
I sure do. You know, I feel like I love learning about people, and it really helps me kind of get to the nitty-gritty and understand like why people do things.
Could I share a quote with you from one of the greats?
I would love it. I hope it's Oprah.
It is not, it's almost Oprah.
Oh, good.
Carl Jung said, "Knowing your own darkness is the best method for dealing with the darknesses of other people."
Mm-hmm.
And I know you have some demons with your mother.
Yes.
And so I think perhaps the best way to deal with that is to get into a little debauchery like she might have.
Oh, sure. I feel like healing through experience, right?
Yes. And so what I want you to do is let loose. And I think that it was destined that I take this vacation here with my wife and middling daughter, because you don't want to live here, do you?
I don't. I mean, it's not my dream, if I'm being honest with you, right? I think self-disclosure is important. So it's important for you to know that this is not my ideal environment. I mean, there's lots of problems. I've been dealing with, like, there's bones everywhere. Like, I think there's a pack of stray dogs, and I'm not equipped to handle that.
I know what you are equipped for, and that's helping other people. Listen, you've got a lot of people in the club that need a lot of help. And I think if you came on the road with us to another state, I've been asked, that you could really help them out. And I think we could help you out.
Yes. Oh, this sounds like the perfect opportunity. I've been waiting a lifetime for this.
Okay, Elizabeth is now confronting Lindsay and Bobby about smoking and having sex.
Yes.
I saw what were you guys doing back there?
Did you film it? Did you watch? Like, what did you do?
No, but I saw you having sex. You know you're not supposed to do that.
It was only bedtime.
Yeah, we're consenting adults here. What do you expect?
I expect you guys to be, friends and not have.
Did you know Harry has sex?
Yeah, lots of it.
Well, I mean, maybe when we get married, yes, but
no, he's already had a lot of sex.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
He's a good person.
That has a lot of sex.
And I've heard he's had a lot of escorts too, if you know what I mean.
Don't say that about him. He's a good person. He would never.
By the way, you guys.
I think that you're just deferring this conversation from you.
No,
guys,
we own that already. We did that, yes. But we're talking about you now. You're not as perfect as you think you are. We actually saw your chats, and there's borderline stalker creepy.
yeah.
Like I know nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
You have a map of everywhere he's been.
No, that is a map of everywhere that I want to go.
Bobby.
You guys, look, when we were having SEX, I found this outside, these teeth. I don't know if this is from Halloween or something, but I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh man, that is
okay. If everybody could come back into the living room area, please. Thank you. Yes. Okay. Look, there's been a little problem here. We're going to have to close down the place. The police are outside there, want to investigate the bones in the yard. And so they're going to be excavating, and they can't have anybody around a potential crime scene. I don't know exactly what's going on here, but I suggest all you guys go ahead and you can just leave now. Madeline, if you could escort them out the front door to their cars. Thank you all. Thank you. Wow. They're coming to get me. That's our bed and breakfast. Okay, now we're going to go into our next one's called Ad Agency. They're going to all switch into different characters here. In this particular ad agency, let me see if I can make my ad agency. Are you ready? Tell me. Oh, yes. There it is. There's my ad agency. Lovely trees. Kind of a little out in the country. Anyway, so I'm the creative director. We have 2 clients coming in today. We have our designer. We have our marketing. We have social media manager and sales. And then we have legal and my personal assistant. So that's who's going to be coming in. Now, what happens is the client is going to be presenting their idea, and they just gave me a little bit of idea, something to do with making people's figures and other things related to that. So I'll let them kind of explain it all to you. But they came to us with this idea, and I said, okay, let me meet you with my staff, my social media people, my sales people, my legal department, make sure everything's legal. And my assistant, who's kind of also an intern, is Lindsay. She's going to be taking notes and all that. She's actually my brother's daughter. And so I thought, hey, she's got out of USC. Seems like a smart little lady. Let's bring her in here and see if she can work for my company and give her an intern job, but we're also giving her a stipend to help her out for her time. So if everybody can come on in. Okay, it's great to have you guys all here. Okay, it's wonderful. So as you know, I'm the creative director, and I was called by Bobby and Roberta, who both said they had a really wonderful item, the product that they want to talk to everybody about, and I'm going to let them do that in just a moment. And then we're going to have the day today to go over with our staff. I have Elizabeth as my designer, and Elizabeth has done very, very well. She was a high-end designer for fashion in New York, and decided to work for an ad agency because, the high-end fashion business sometimes moves around a lot. You got to go to different cities, and she wanted to be here so she could get married with her fiance and raise a family. And she says, I just need a place to be. And so thank you, Elizabeth, for being our designer here. She comes up with great ideas for packaging as well as how to put your little design together for your idea. We also have our marketing person is Abernay. Abernay is very creative, as you can see. She likes to sit in the dark. I don't know what that does. She gets better ideas if she has a spotlight on her. She used to be in a lot of cabarets as a kid growing up, and she would sell out those cabarets. And she was kind of like the head marketer at her theater, and she always sold everything out. So I said, hey, if you can sell out, shows and get everybody to come and see you, you must have some sort of magic. So I said, why don't you come in and, help with our marketing department? And she did some marketing before with other companies, but we were lucky to grab her. We have our social media manager. That's Madeline. Madeline knows everything about every single social media site, going way back to MySpace, and then up today to TikTok. And she even has apps that I've never heard of, like Why Not? I haven't heard of that app, but she says that she's going to be able to market it in many different places, and she also helps with sales because she does online sales through the marketing. So you can set up a website to do that. We also have our legal department's G. Okay, G, okay there, bud? Are you still doing tobacco still? You're putting tobacco in your mouth and then spitting? Please don't spit. You didn't bring your pan in here today? Okay. G used to be a professional baseball player. He never made it to the majors. He made it up to AAA. And he's got a little bit of he still likes to take the tobacco and chew it, spit sometimes. It helps him with his ADD. So I know that, the injury you had, G, to your rotator cuff kind of ended your pitching career, and that's why you went back and got your legal thing. He also was very good with contracts. That's how he kind of got into legal, because they always had to make contracts in baseball. Okay, and he comes from a family of lawyers. So I think he reluctantly are a legal G, if I'm correct, but I know your dad really well, and I said, okay, his rotator cuff happened 3-4 years ago, and then you went to a fast legal school. I think it was Phoenix Online or something like that, and then you got your legal thing. Okay, so he's really never tried a case, but he's very good in copyright law. Okay, and he's very good at trademarking. All right. So, and Lindsay is my assistant. I already told you a little bit about her. She's my brother's daughter. Just graduated from USC, and with high honors, 4.9 grade point average. The only thing she failed in was ring toss, which I didn't even know they had that at USC. I don't even know what ring toss is, but she just got a 4 in that one. Okay, let's talk to our clients, Roberta and Bobby. Go ahead and tell us a little bit about your idea, and let's see how we can market it.
We're so excited, aren't we, Bobby? We're so excited about our little dolls. It happened because Bobby and I, talking is difficult for me, so we decided we would just make dolls of ourselves, and then we thought we'll make them for everyone. So if you have a problem, you send your doll.
Yes. So, for example, say you're nervous to ask that person out that you've been wanting to ask out. We make a doll of you, your likeness. You send that doll. You include a little note. Hey, I think you're really swell. Want to go out with me? And they know who it is because it's you. Or you hate someone and you want to send them a little message. We got it covered.
Or Bobby, our favorite one. If you want to kiss someone,
Kick them.
You send your doll.
You said that's a good. Yeah, that's my favorite. You send your doll. Very good.
Over our hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's a variety of dolls you send people based on the emotions or what you're trying to say. So it's almost kind of like sending a box of candies with a note, but it's a doll of yourself with a note. And you sometimes don't even have to maybe sign the note, it sounds like. If it's a doll that would look like me, for example, and I wanted to say thank you to somebody, I could, do something like that or something, right? So you don't necessarily, it can speak in any language, basically, right? It's
You're quick. You're very quick.
Very quick.
Well, that's why I'm the creative director. Well, let me speak with you guys. And staff, I'm going to get with you guys in just a minute. Lindsay, stay in the room with me, please. Okay, so Lindsay, you can take some notes and stuff like that. Okay, let's bring Lindsay up. There you go. Okay, great. Okay, so, all right, so I like your idea, but, let's expand upon that. And you're going to do more of this with the designer, but I'm just going to kick a couple ideas around. So let's say you don't like somebody and they're really pissing you off. Then maybe you'd send yourself with a gun.
Bobby.
Ooh, very good.
Or you have to talk with legal about that, because that could be threatening, and they might think that we're threatening them.
We don't.
No, we don't
Okay,
want legal problems.
What if you wanted to, do something like sports-like with them? Then perhaps you could, have a basketball in their hand or a baseball. Just don't bring up baseball to G. Okay, don't his rotator cuff, and he really did. Yeah, when you get to go to legal, if you're going to say, just don't say baseball.
Oh, what about, oh, Bobby, what about a date? Oh,
A date. Okay.
I have a question. So, how would like likeness and image take into place here? Like, say I really disliked somebody and I wanted to send them a doll that looked like Bobby, for instance. Would that be possible?
oh, I didn't think of that. We usually send dolls of people.
Of
maybe.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Mm.
You have
Now,
to run
why would you send Bobby, Lindsay? That I'm trying to understand your line of thought here.
Because obviously, if I sent a picture or like a doll of myself, it would just be a reward to whoever gets it. If I sent one that, say, resembled Bobby,
Oh, wait a minute, honey,
consider
you're not. You got to be careful. What are you saying? Bobby's ugly?
Oh no, no.
Okay, what are you saying? You're saying Bobby is miserable looking to look at, so you're gonna send somebody like Bobby? That's what it sounded like, honey.
I would definitely not put it that way.
What way were you putting it?
My heart.
Yeah, sorry, Bobby. That's why I'm trying to straighten this out, because you sound like good clients, and I want my. Remember, she's just sort of working here.
Maybe just for like a goof, like a funny goof.
Oh, okay, so he's more like
a goof.
Well, like maybe a Tim Conway. Maybe you'll feel like Tim Conway. That's not a bad thing to be a Tim Conway type. Okay.
Not
okay.
That,
Good save.
Oh,
Okay.
Bobby, I'll buy you a double hot chocolate now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. What about a voodoo doll? You know, like a doll that you send out of the person with a bunch of pins in it, which can also be an acupuncture.
Oh.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that too.
Okay, I'm going to talk to my staff right now. You stay with me, Lindsay, and you're going to meet with everybody today, okay, guys? So I think we're on the right track here, okay? Thanks. Okay, staff, come on in.
My God.
Okay. All right. So they're going to be working with each one of you guys today. We have to know what the legality is, G, of you know, what if I'm going to send a picture of, let's say, you, for example, and you're going to send it to. You okay, G? Yeah, right. Are you doing enhancing drugs again? Are you doing HGH?
What's there to enhance? I'm not doing anything, so there's nothing to enhance. So no.
But apparently you still like HGH, because I saw some needles and you're putting them into your shoulder. You can't go back. You can't go back to baseball.
Do I look that big? Let's just go.
Your head's getting bigger again. Yeah, it's getting a little bigger again.
Okay.
And your hair is getting larger.
I told him that his balls will shrink if he continues this.
Wait a minute,
you care anymore, Lindsay? Doesn't matter to you, so stay out of it.
Wait a minute,
when you were a professional baseball player.
You two dated? You two dated before?
It's a strong word for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh my God! It was when I was in school, and he was a professional baseball player. I mean, everybody makes mistakes with professional athletes. Come on.
That's supposed to mean.
Okay.
Can we make that voodoo doll?
Okay, all right, let's go around. Okay, let's get social media. Let's change the subject. What do you see? How do you see marketing these things? Because now we've come up with ideas, and they'll be working with a designer. Like, and you, Elizabeth, you can make notes of this. Like, let's say if you wanted to threaten someone, you send somebody their picture with a gun. Yeah. Or if they're in love with somebody, you might send them wrapped to their hugs, you know, like "I love you." You know, if Lindsay came up with a very, very bad idea, if you want to send somebody goofy, you send somebody other than you, because Lindsay thinks she's too attractive to be sent to anybody, because that would be a positive thing. Sure. So I'm not sure if they want to go that way. We had to straighten Lindsay out. Sometimes Lindsay says stuff she shouldn't. Okay, let's go to social media.
Sure. So my thoughts are, you know, I think there's some potential here, but I don't totally disagree with Lindsay, because look, let me tell you what, if I know anything about selling a product, it's that cute sells, right? Beauty sells. We all know that. I mean, look at all of us. I mean, most of us. Anyways, you know, and I think that in order to be successful, we're going to have to start looking at maybe selling options. I mean, nobody wants to look at themselves except for maybe Gen Z. They love that shit. But beyond that, I think that maybe we should think about like some celebrity lookalikes. Like, I think Taylor Swift.
Wait a minute. Let's go to legal. We can't do celebrity lookalikes, can we? Without their permission?
Yeah, they'll sue our asses off.
Yeah. Are you breaking out in a rash?
What?
It looks like you're breaking out in a rash.
No. Well, maybe. I lied. Yes, I am. But
okay. All right. So back to.
I think that we would have the money to fight the lawsuits if some of us would maybe stop spending money on some things, a little petty cash here and there. It could probably benefit us.
Thank you.
I agree, Madeline.
Okay, so
I agree. I think some of our behavior is maybe not professional, and I think that we could just, I'm not naming names, but I'm just saying.
I'll do it. Gee, why don't you get it together?
You know what I don't think is professional? G not telling someone, I don't know who it might be, that he dated another member of the staff. That would have been great to know. That's unprofessional.
I would be sure you don't have any rashes.
That was a former.
That's not the only rash he has.
That was the meme who had potential, and he's dead.
Okay, let me just try and understand this. So, G, you were dating Lindsay when she was at USC, and now you're dating Abernee and not telling us, and now Lindsay's here, and this is very uncomfortable. Madeline, Elizabeth, can you promise me you're not going to date him?
Oh, you do not have to worry about that.
I would date anyone else in this room before I would even consider looking at that.
Okay, all right.
Boss. That's weird.
Okay. All right. Now, look.
That's fair.
We're going to take a break here with you guys. Designer, Elizabeth, you stay here. I'm going to send the clients and all the rest of you guys. Let's go out in the other room and talk for a second, okay? Come on out with me. I'm going. I got to go talk to them.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Oh, it was so nice to meet you guys too. I am so sorry. I've got a little assistant here, and I think that she's a little bit demanding, sometimes like me. Now, look, I've had a couple of ideas. I think I had a little design here, and I thought, we could kind of market this like Barbie, like the Barbie box. It's just so cute. So we've got a little Barbie box with like a little sign, I want to break up with you. I love you. I hate you. Die, bitch. Like whatever. And then that,
we don't cuss. We don't.
No cussing.
No cussing. Of course. I'm so sorry about that. I will just cross that idea out. Now,
a female dog, that would be okay.
Oh, certainly, whatever you would like. Now, back to the design, I think, we'll have like a little window and you can have the person in there. I wanted to ask you about accessories. Did you want to have interchangeable accessories, or what were you thinking? Because, in the fashion world, accessories are everything.
Oh, well, maybe for when we send them like, oh, I want to go on a date, we'd have a nice outfit. If they say yes.
I love that idea. You can have some little like pretty dresses.
And if they say no, somebody mentioned a gun.
Yes.
I think
gun
that would be a great idea. Just add a little gun to the side. Oh, I don't know if you can see that.
I like that, Bobby. Do you like that?
Beautiful work.
I think
absolutely
so.
Stunning,
maybe
beautiful.
Like a bleeding heart on
Ooh.
Side,
Yes.
I think the options are limitless, guys. I just have to say I love your idea. I think that there's just so much room for creatives such as yourselves in this market.
Okay, if marketing and social media could get together, the marketing and social media team, and brainstorm.
Hey.
Hi, how are you? I feel like we had a lot of chaos this morning. So are you feeling better?
It was a lot. But you know what? From now on, I need to just start choosing myself, honestly.
Yeah.
Because apparently in choosing a coked up, guy who likes steroids is not the thing to do.
Absolutely not. you know what? I've been there, and I completely understand where you're coming from, but I think it's better for you to just lay low, do your own thing, and we can work on this this Hail Mary campaign. I'm a little worried. Oh no. Worried about you now too.
It's okay. It's fine. I mean, he told me that he loved me, but it's fine. It's okay. You know what?
Cool.
Let's work on the pitch. The pitch is what we need to.
You know, if it makes you feel better, I've seen him, you know, tell like everyone around here that he loves him. I mean, the doorman downstairs every morning, you know, when he's coming through all sweaty and worked up, he says, "Charlie, I love you." But I've also seen him say, "Bagel, I love you," you know, "Macchiato, I love you." Like, you know,
he tells everything he loves them, but it's supposed to be different with a person that you're like, yeah.
I think it's time to let him go. I mean, he's going to take himself out one way or another.
One way or another. I might have to do it for him.
Okay, if the assistant, my assistant legal, and the designer could come into my office and meet. Okay, so look, G, I know you've been doing the coke in the bathroom, and it's getting out of control now with the steroids and stuff. Okay. So I just wanted to talk with you about Elizabeth. You know, they said that you had some really good ideas, but your drawing was shit. So are we going to outsource your drawing, because they said it was like drawing Hangman or Stickman or something like that? I mean,
I am so offended. I went to art school. All right. Okay,
hold up the thing again. Show everybody what your art is.
I think it's beautiful.
Okay, look at that. This is. I like the Barbie type box, but we can't use Barbie. Can we do the Barbie box? Gee, is that illegal to do a Barbie box?
I mean, the thing isn't even happy. I wouldn't want to be that job. Well, no, we can't do boxes.
They can be interchangeable.
No, you would have to be like an original to design something that we could sell.
Can you hold your hand in front of your face? Like, it smells. Whatever that is, it's stinging my nostrils.
I really don't even think that you should have any opinions in your state, G.
In my state, what, with a law degree? They shouldn't have opinions? That's all that is.
Yeah.
I'm not Did you pass the bar? Like, last time you told me you didn't. So are you sure?
I mean, where did you get your law degree? In prison? Because I would not be surprised.
No, it was University of Southern New Phoenix.
Okay, hold on a second. So you're covering your nose too, Lindsay. So you were snorting. You went in the bathroom and snorted with G.
No.
Okay, I think you need to. I'm going to have to release you for today. And I'm going to call my brother about you.
God.
So
I knew you're going to get me in trouble.
Okay, so goodbye.
Every single time you tell me you love me, and go and do whatever you want, and then I get in trouble.
Bye. You should learn by now.
All right. Well, we're asking her to go because we don't want to take any chances with you and Auburn, who's now asking. Did she ask you to make a voodoo doll of G, Elizabeth?
Yes, she did. You know, I told her that we're here for the clients, and it's not a personal thing, but it is in the works. Unfortunately, sorry, G. Women's gotta support women. You know, I'm kind of on her side here.
You don't have to.
Yeah, they do. Especially when it's about guys like you.
Okay, we're going to talk about that at the end of our last meeting, okay? G, go ahead and maybe clean yourself up a little. If marketing and social media can meet with the clients in the second office, please.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Roberta, Bobby, hi.
Hello.
So, you know, we had a lot to talk about, definitely. And, you know, we were trying to like really find like the best way for you to like get your product out there for people to see it. And so, you know, Albany and I were talking about a couple of different options. We were told celebrities were a no from legal, but I don't know that I really trust that.
I mean, we could change little differences about them, so it's not like exactly like I'm so sorry.
Right. Are you okay?
Ma'am. We could make you a doll.
Yeah.
A voodoo doll. We could make a voodoo doll for you.
That sounds spectacular. It's just no. Just the pitch. Go to the pitch. I mean, we could change little differences about the dolls if we want to like model them after celebrities. It's not exactly like this.
Or we thought Bobby and I would be the face of the dolls. We would be the face of the campaign, right, Bobby?
Yes.
Sure.
You want every single doll to look like you?
No, we would be the face
He would
of
be
it.
the face.
Yeah, we would notice Bobby and I. We would just be like,
yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah, we have Photoshop for a reason. Like everyone just gets a little lift, a little prim, you know.
Yeah.
No, it's not about you. We want everyday folks like all of us to look lovely, including maybe some other people in this office, you know. And if the voodoo doll, you know, is still an option, great. If not, you know, Albany, I know a guy. That's all. Anyways, you know.
Okay, as clients, please stay there. Marketing, social media, come and talk to me. Legal, please come in with the clients now to go over last minute legal ideas.
oh, hi there.
Are you okay?
Oh.
Was that?
Oh.
I'm just prone to nosebleeds. It's an athlete thing, you know. Yeah.
Baseball, right? Baseball.
Yeah, baseball.
Oh, Bobby, he's famous.
Oh, you played baseball. That's right. We heard.
I did.
What would you like, a personalized baseball doll with you batting for a memory?
This is actually something I wanted to bring up to you guys. You know, the problem is that when people order the dolls, they're going to want to dress the dolls in whatever they want, right? And so if you, for instance, I sent a doll of me to Aubrey saying, I love you, I really do, but I was wearing like an Atlanta Braves uniform or something like that, that would be an issue because the Atlanta Braves logo is trademarked. And so we would get sued by that organization. So, yes, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I know. I'm just. You're scaring. Are you okay, Roberta? He's scaring me a little. I just. You're making her sneeze. Look, she gets when she's nervous. She sneezes and coughs.
Okay. What concerns can I address for you guys, please? What can I address for you legally?
Could you wipe your nose, please? It's a little.
How's that?
I feel nauseous, Roberta. How about you?
Okay, if everybody could come back into my office, please come into my office for a second. Okay, well, the day has gone pretty well today. I did have to let Lindsay go. I will have you maybe stay after for a second, G. Other than that, I think that we're going to take on your project, Bobby and Roberta. So we'll be putting together a spreadsheet and a profile of exactly, you know, the layout of when your costs will come in. We're all excited to be working with you. And I told you, Bobby, not to bring up the word baseball. I just want you to know that G is planning to go out to your car and throw some fastballs at you as you drive out of the parking lot. So you may want to go out the back door, maybe not go to your car. I said don't mention baseball, and then you asked him to wipe his nose, and that's how he got caught having saliva on the ball, and he got thrown out of the game. Anyway, folks, this is called The Ad Agency. Those were our two shows. Thanks for watching. All right, good job, you guys. All right, so you guys at home, thanks for watching. We'll be back in 4 weeks with a brand new 2 long form shows, and they're going to be wonderful. I think one's going to be like a Walmart. I think it's going to be called Roof Mart. So get ready.